Hi, my name is Stella Pratsanakis, and the title of my project is Where Do We See Cognitive Psychology in Everyday Life? The purpose of this project is to point out where we see cognitive psychology in everyday life, especially where we don't even notice it. The first topic we learn in class is perception. An example of perception is change blindness. Change blindness is when people fail to notice large changes across scenes. This video shows change blindness while driving. A boy looks down at his phone while driving, is distracted, and gets in a car crash because he failed to notice the large change of scenery in the road.
Right now, still unclear, as are the controlling the car. First part of this, play it.
It's back on the shoulder again. And I was, he almost hit that truck.
I mean, the car kind of went back and forth like this. He followed him for several minutes. There was some speculation that the driver may have been ill, right? That he might have been drunk. But Simons kept following him, taping him until the crash. Watch and listen again.
Oh, he just hit. Oh my God, he's crossing over. Oh my God.
Did you see it?
Oh
Didn't hit one, but he hit two cars. You can see that Simons is still narrating this. The tape goes on because he stopped his car. He went across the street. He went over to see if the kid was okay. And apparently the kid was okay because Simons posted on his Facebook, teenage kid was texting. He was so sorry. He could not believe that he did what he did while texting. The teen's condition.
This example of change blindness is unfortunately very common in the world today. The next topic we covered in class is attention. An example of attention is selective attention. Selective attention is when we focus our resources on some task or events and process less information about other competing tasks. In this example, Stewie is upset because he's waiting for his mother to get off the phone and take him to the beach like he asked. Stewie saying he wanted to go to the beach was the competing task, which means Lewis processed less information from that and more information from over the phone. Short-term memory is an example of memory formation. Short-term memory is the information that enters from sensory or long-term memory that has a small capacity of 7 plus or minus 2 items and is forgotten unless rehearsed. The video shows a clip from Finding Nemo where Dory keeps forgetting the boat she saw that passed not long before. Not long after, trying to give directions, she forgets what she's doing and forgets who Marlin is.
Sorry! I didn't...
You have?
Uh-huh, and it passed by not too long ago.
A white one?
Hi, I'm Dory.
Where? Which way?
It went, this way. Yeah, it went this way. Follow me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Wait.
Will you quit it?
What?
I'm trying to swim here. What, the ocean isn't big enough for you or something like that?
Huh?
You got a problem, buddy? Huh? Do you? Want a piece of me? Yeah. Ooh, I'm scared now. What?
Wait a minute.
Stop following me, okay?
What are you talking about? You're showing me which way the boat went.
A boat? Hey, I've seen a boat. It passed by not too long ago. It went, this way. Yeah, it went this way. Follow me.
Wait a minute. What is going on? You already told me which way the boat was going.
I did? Oh, no.
If this is some kind of practical joke, it's not funny. And I know funny. I'm a clownfish.
No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm so sorry. See, I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Short-term memory.
Dory had forgotten quickly because she had not rehearsed the information. An example of memory retrieval is attribution error. Attribution error is when you remember most of the information correctly but attribute it to the wrong source. An example of attribution error is during my senior class trip to Disney. I was rooming with one of my best friends, Lily. As we were getting ready to go to the parks, she asked me why I canceled the fast pass to her favorite ride, Space Mountain. I told her I never canceled it and that it was still on our list of things to do. Lily soon realized that she had made an attribution error. She apologized to me and said that she was mistaken, for that information was from her dream. Lily now knows to be more careful when attributing to her sources. Episodic memory is memories for specific events in which you were somehow involved. An example of this could be your past summer vacation in Greece with your family. This vacation contained information about who, when, where, and therefore is considered episodic. A category is a class of similar things that share either an essential core or similarity in perceptual, biological, or functional properties. This example shows a picture from the game Jeopardy! The game questions are all broken up into individual categories based on their similar properties. Eidetic imagery is visual imagery, almost photographic accuracy. The example shows a boy completing a Rubik's Cube blindfolded.
Oczywiście wszyscy się przygotowują. Oczywiście też zaprośmy się włączą i nic komentował. Jeszcze raz wielka cisza. I za chwileczkę zaczynamy.
To complete the Rubik's Cube, he used photographic memory. He examined the cube a few seconds and then began. Weak vision is when some concepts are easier to think about in some languages than in others. This example shows the differences between American and British English.
See, that's the other way around. We call that a photocopier. You guys call it a Xerox, which is the brand, right? Yeah.
Come on.
Well, look, some things are... You guys have some things right. What do you mean? Do you know what we call vacuum cleaners in England?
I have no idea.
We call them Hoovers because of the brand Hoover, but because of the brand, we call all vacuum cleaners Hoovers, even if they're not Hoovers. So you guys, you're right on that one because what you call a vacuum cleaner is a vacuum cleaner.
Interesting. What about a Xerox machine? You guys
see? That's the other way around. We call that a photocopier. You guys call it a Xerox, which is the brand, right? Yeah.
In England, people call vacuum cleaners Hoovers, which is more difficult to think about. In addition, Americans also go by a brand in the word Xerox, while British call it a photocopier, which is easier to think about. In problem solving, a transformation is a problem that involves changing the initial state through a sequence of operations until it matches the goal state. The example shown shows a girl's transformation before and after getting her hair done. The hairdresser changed her initial hair through a sequence of steps until it matched the look of the client wanted. The end. Thank you for watching.